Hey, what's going on, everybody? Welcome back to some more Legend of Zelda Breath of the Wild. Since the last video blew up, I would just want to say thank you guys all so much for all of the views and everything like that. So we're looking into more in-depth on the Breath of the Wild Cemu emulator with cell shading disabled. So I kind of want to talk about it and just tell you guys what I think about this whole deal. I mean, honestly, I kind of like it. So yeah, so I'm going to go ahead and go into some in-depth on this. So first of all, let's go ahead and get a detailed look at Link. Now, if you look at them up close, you can see that there's a lot of texturing problems where, if you don't have anti-aliasing perfectly on, it'll have this weird bug where it has like it's aliasing really hard on parts of Link's body. But if you look at different parts of him, for example, let me try to get right here. You can actually see like real texture on Link, which is actually really what I like about this. Now, at times you can see the original Link and it still looks pretty cool. Now in the dark without light on Link, you can actually see like his face and it looks fine. It doesn't look like there's any problems. And someone made a comment saying that he kind of looks like an action figure, and some people even said it looks like a Pokemon game, and I kind of agree with that. It looks really good. It gives the game more feeling because if we go ahead and go to graphics packs and I go ahead and turn cell shading back off, Link really looks like an anime character in this one, and there's nothing wrong with that necessarily, but this just gives you more feeling because with this one, as we know with animes, Link doesn't look like he has any texture, doesn't have any life to him, And I'm not saying like the graphics aren't great and everything. I mean, it is great, but there's parts of it that you think, this could look different and this could look better, because everything has the same exact texture on it. So it doesn't look like it has any depth. It looks very cartoony, And if you're somebody like there that wants to see depth to, the equipment, and it's not just the Link itself, it's also the world, because there's also not only that option, but there's also a couple of other shaders. Since now that you guys are going to get to see this, so if we go into graphics packs, we go to mods. I'll go to custom cell shading. So we have the cell shading disabled as always, but there's a couple new ones. There's a couple that I've always played with. There's light shading, which basically almost removes like all of the shadows and makes the game lighter and brighter. And it's not bad. Yeah. When I do this, the sound actually breaks because the game's not actually keeping up with it. So we're gonna go ahead and turn that off. So we'll do that. See now the sound is working. Yeah. But yeah, there's times where the sound will break in the game if you mess with the graphics and stuff. But yeah, I mean, I really do like the look of the original, but I also like having the cell shading disabled because, like I said, it just gives the game more life and more. It feels like he has texture to it, Like the tree looks like it has texture, the wood, and then Link's clothing looks like it has texturing to it. So when you're in the light, it actually looks different. So let me actually see. I believe I have my time of day messed up. Let's see, daytime. Go to 1300. Yeah, so we need to go to a place where there's actually like a lot of light. But we'll go. Whoops. See, that's what happens when you actually don't disable the See, this is what happens. It'll have like thousands of copies made to it, and it'll just slow your game down. So what I have to do for that is I need to go to graphics packs, mods, custom shell shading, and I need to enable and remove link. This will fix everything. So all we'll see now is the Sheikah slate. But yeah, that's still fine. Alright, so we need to actually go to a place where we can actually see more color. We're going to go to Divine Beast Varuda, and you guys will get to see more texture to it. And I'm showing you guys my full screen so that way you guys can actually see how this is working. And I also have my inventory and everything disabled. Okay. Yeah, and the game actually loads pretty slowly lately. because I've been playing it so much. So now we're out somewhere where there's a lot of light and stuff. So when we go somewhere where there's light, you can see that like it looks like Link's face is all messed up and then the texturing is all messed up. But if you go to somewhere where there's shadows, let's just drop off right over here. I'm gonna die. No, I'm not, because I have infinite health. Yeah, see, there's a lot of spots around here that don't really have shadows. Ah, my game's breaking. Ah. Okay, there we go. Whew. Go down here. Oh boy. Yikes. Ah. This is what I deal with. I have a GTX 1650 in this computer, but still, it's not the best. Alright, so. Oh boy, yeah, the game's breaking really hard. But let me get this done really quickly. So as you guys can see, like I said, if we look at Link closer, it looks like he doesn't really have any life to his face and stuff like that. You have to like see like the actual, look at it from an angle to see his mouth and stuff like that, because it looked like it's just a line drawn on his face. So he does look like a Pokemon character in that aspect. But if we go in the dark and look at him, then he has shading to him, some slight shading. Let me do this. You can actually see more of his face, and it actually has more detail. So in the dark, he looks good. But any other time, it just doesn't look right, you know? And like I said, I really like this version of it because it just shows more texture to the game. It adds more life to it, and some people may say it doesn't really add that much, but it adds Link, it gives Link more texture, you know what I mean? You can see like the bumps on the center of the shield, like that looks good. Like you can see like the actual cuts and scrapes on the shield, you know, and it looks good. So that's why I like cell shading disabled on this game. A lot of you guys have mixed opinions on it, and like I said, you can see hints of the original Link. You know, he's just climbing a tree. Hang on. We can see hints of him. You know, like where's his former self at? Oh, there he is. That's the only thing that I wish that they showed was actually like having like the light reflection in his eyes, because when we see it off, it's like he just has dead eyes. You know, but it does give it a little bit of a different feel to the game. And like I said, I like it mostly for the texturing. It feels like it gives the game more texture and more feeling to Link. I mean, the overworld can be perfectly fine. And we'll go ahead and look at the other ones just because I need to show it to you guys. So we saw light shading, we saw cell shading disabled. But there's also another one called paint shading. This actually changes the entire world and gives it like a painted look. Kind of like it's really glossy. I mean, look at that. Really glossy and really really shiny. It's kind of cool. Makes the world super shiny. Um, but this slows down my computer severely, and I'm down to 40 FPS. Normally I can run this in 60 FPS no problem. Like we'll go down here, and you guys will see the texturing on like the grass and stuff. Like the ground is actually glowing basically. Get out of here. You're dead. Okay. Well, like I mean, the everything glows and it has like a better feeling to it, you know. And that looks good and all, but then if we just do graphics packs, and then you can also do it to Link as well, and you'll notice it really when you see it on Link World and Link. You know, like I said, it gives it a shine and a glow. Like his hair is just made of gold, basically. You know, and it does disable shadows, and it doesn't take as much resource, but I don't know. I don't really like this because it disables the shadows, and this makes it feel like a Pokemon game to me. There's no shadows on anything, except on like the overworld and stuff. You know, so it looks really weird. Okay, bitch, you want to play that game? This sword is super powerful. You don't even realize. Yeah. So yeah. But yeah, guys, that is basically it of all of the cell shading and stuff like that. I'm gonna go ahead and just turn it back off so you guys can see it the way it's supposed to be. Because yeah, yeah. You know, like I said, the game it just gives the game more color and more texture, in my opinion. And you are free to have your own opinions of it. I like the game all around. I'm just glad I can play this on a computer because it's amazing. So yeah. So with all that said, guys, I just want to say thank you guys all so much for watching, and I hope you guys are enjoying these Breath of the Wild gaming videos. Because the last video blew up so much, I'm going to start making Breath of the Wild content, and I'm going to try to actually make Tears of the Kingdom content because I'm planning on trying to get my Yuzu emulator working so I can actually play that. I'm actually currently downloading the ROM for Tears of the Kingdom because I was playing it for a little while, but I can't record the game anymore without having to record my screen, so I don't want you guys to have to put up with that. So all that said, guys, I hope you guys are looking forward to more content in the future because I really want to make more videos for you guys because I really, really love playing this game. So, with that said, guys, thank you guys all so much for watching. Don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe, and I'll see you guys next time.